Yeah, that's what it was. That's why God chose me. I think all the chosen ones gonna have a unique part to play in this world. And mine dealt with somewhat. I know I got a double mission, and mine was somewhat with sex. And he chose me because I ain't got over sex a long time ago. Like I said, I started understanding about DNA. Well, before I even understood about DNA, I understood that somebody was sacrificing me over and over again when I was young. But when I realized it was family, what can you do about it? When I realized family was involved, I knew. When I realized family was involved, I knew everything else was involved, laws, everything else. So what? You can't run. You can't go to the airport. You can't go get no passport. You gotta go to the post office to get a passport. They working with the police department. You know, the and then now you know masonry involved. It wasn't nowhere to go. It wasn't nowhere to go. You couldn't run if you wanted to run. That's why my ancestors had me tripping yesterday. They said they told somebody eat ash with them fake salvation stories. My ancestors had me going, bro. Cause like it don't matter, cause the way my coat, my jacket work. It's like I keep telling y'all, I ain't gonna say it, I ain't gonna go into details to Osiris effect. Imagine everybody know the story where they cut Osiris up, but they was stealing his DNA. They were stealing his inheritance, stealing his stuff. So the Osiris effect would be what? The opposite. He putting himself back together. If they stealing from the DNA, they probably chopped him up in pieces, yeah. But it ain't about the physical. The physical is irrelevant. It only take a breath of death. The physical is irrelevant. When you dead, who cares if you get chopped on? You don't feel it, you're gone. So it's internal DNA. So it's internal DNA. So it's internal DNA. I'm crazy. It's internal DNA, and so they pulling from your internal DNA. But them females, y'all need to be stopped though, because y'all was stealing so much stuff and then taking this stuff and chopping it up, making it your own. Boy, what original? We need the original though. When good need the bad and bad need the good. You can't just take from the good, throw away the good. Like, stop, sit down somewhere. Because at this point, I know I need to stop saying it, but at this point, I just feel like writing it off as females been sacrificing exotic men for display men. Now, what I mean by that, I'm trying to say this as professional as possible. I'm just breaking it down to that. Like, whatever this is, everybody, the rules apply to all. But you females done figured out a way to slide around stuff to get to a certain man you want. And of course it's gonna be the display man. And then you fall in love with the display man. I don't see how. But normally all that going on, you eventually burning each other and burning love, you know. But I'm just saying, I'm breaking it down. I know it's more than that. But I'm breaking it down. You go above and beyond to help someone. You ain't supposed to help nobody. The rules apply to us all. But you'll go above and beyond to help certain people. Okay, so then it's about sex. It's about sex. But the problem is with that is, 9 times out of 10, the exotic man is the bread and butter. What I mean by that, the exotic man is the creativity. The exotic man probably royalty as well. The exotic man is the worker. The exotic man is security. You can't take security. Security can only be earned for each and every last individual in the world. You can't steal security from one individual and give it to an individual that ain't even thinking about making their own security. Because then you're going to put a whole energy line in debt. You see what I'm saying? Because security is creating jobs. Security is teaching people how to work. Security is teaching people how to be men and women. You can't take security from Exotic and give it to Display Man, who is still living in a child's mind and living in a child's place, who is positioned in a child's place. You can't do that. You just can't do it. Even if you want to do it, oh, I love his eyes, love him, hello, they have said so much, oh, love you. Ain't no way you can love that anyway, because I already know you ain't loving it like you think you is, unless you love burning love. But anyway, like I said, Exotic. I told y'all, you keep that, keep everything you got, but you just gave me permission to keep on calling you out, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. None of you gonna do nothing about it. Anyway, ooh, I know you want to. Too bad you can't. But like I said, this is why God chose me. God chose me because I got over my sex a long time ago. Because I noticed that me and my brother did, but like I said, when we were dealing with gang violence and stuff, we had to get to the root cause of what was causing the gang wars. And it was always a woman, bro. And like they always have some kind of, they got like a guy complex. I ain't saying this in no bad way, it's just something women gotta get over. Like, a woman can literally feel like they'll kill you and have you as a baby somehow. Oh no, it's like a guy complex. It ain't bad or good, it's just something they need to get balance in. Like, when I lost my child, I ain't got one child. All of them said, oh, you can have another child, as if I can have the kid myself. You can have another child. No, I can't. I can't never have another child. That one child is special to me. Every child I have is special to me. That's my child. And for y'all to even think like that and say that, you lost your soul a long time ago anyway. You wouldn't know how to be a mama or a daddy. You have no clue on how to be a mama or a daddy. Just because you just say something. So everybody in the world, whoever said that in their life, you better reevaluate yourself and make sure you're a good mama or a good dad. So you gotta watch what come out your mouth. See, the truth come out your mouth as well. So if I was in a group gang and somebody said, came up to me and said, man, I lost my child. And I was like, oh man, that's rough, man, you lost your child, you ain't got one child, right? And somebody else say, oh, you ain't got but one child. I might do the mama on his ass. Or I might just tell him, you just a bad dad, or you a bad mom. In front of everybody, embarrassing. You know, you gotta shut people down, bro, because when they got like that, they got a serious heart. They're not thinking anymore. There ain't no telling how many kids these low-life scumbags got that they ain't taking care of when they think like that. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. So that's why I feel like God chose me for this. I got upset when me and my brother, we had to go and find a woman. It could be one woman involved in a bunch of gangsters listening to her because she got them blackmailed somehow. And me and my brother Nick, we'll have to go up to her and find a checker. And we'll have somebody, another woman, or we'll know another woman that will get rid of her for us. And we'll tell her, that woman, we're like, you don't chill out, we're gonna have to slide on you. This was years ago, a long time ago when I was a child. We'll have to slide on you now. And she was like, how you gonna do that? And my brother tell you, such and such gonna do it for her. She'll stop. They scared of her. There's always another woman scared of another woman, you know what I'm saying? She stopped, you know. And then the gang violence will stop, because what she didn't see on the surface was there was a lot of killing going on behind what she was doing inside of it all. So this is why I'm telling these stories. I'm not telling these stories for people to go out there and do that. Don't even try to. I was born in this. I was born to be a gangster. So I never had to join a gang. And that's why you thought you could talk about me and stuff. I was born in what the damage gangsters do, the damage drug dealers do, all of the damage that they do, all of that filtered out damage, that goes into a home. And that home is way more gangster than a slum can even call. You know what I'm saying? It's slummer than the slum. Because all the filth, all the disgustingness is going to that home. I was born in that home. That's called born in chaos. So I was born a gangster. Don't you ever question me, because y'all were losers anyway. Cause y'all was debating on display. If he got I know men that do it, so I'm not just talking to women. Men do it too, which is I don't know what that's come from men just sitting around women gossip. You need to go work on a car or something. But anyway, I done seen it before. I done seen people take out exotic men for a display man, but the exotic man was the plug. He was a good plug. When they remove that energy, gonna stay there. This is all I'm trying to say. That energy is gonna stay there where that plug is. So when you remove one plug, another plug gonna go in there. So when they get rid of this exotic plug, which was a good plug, they gonna put this display plug right there, and that display plug gonna ruin them. It's gonna abuse them. It's gonna prostitute them, kids and everything. It ain't gonna care because his mind ain't programmed like this. Like you taking one program that's in a position to stay in that position. He already got a good position. He can sleep with all the women he want to sleep with. You don't need to reposition this person because he programmed to only know about sex anyway, probably. So you don't need to reposition this person and put him in a position of a merchant. I'm trying to say this so YouTube will play it because we got to get this. So y'all little girls out there need to stop playing. Okay? I'm trying to show my people. Quit worrying about what Trump them doing. Quit worrying about what Elon them doing. Quit worrying about what the white folk doing. Quit worrying about everybody else in the war. We gotta fix ourselves first. We gotta worry about our women, black men. You can't keep repositioning. You can't reposition a display man, cause that man is programmed to be he good and be okay. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it, okay? But you can't reposition this idiot into a merchant position. Because that's what's going to turn him into an idiot. Because he's programmed to be in a display position. Okay? He's a pharaoh, probably a pillar that's there to put chains in everybody, men and women. You don't need to reposition this pillar and put this pillar in a position of a merchant pillar. That's going to be distort. It ain't going to never work. It's not going to work. Stop trying to make it work. Don't worry about them wars out there. Don't worry about everybody else out there. I like ELO. That's one person I do look up to. But that don't mean you got to give me these fake messages. They don't vibrate that low, y'all. If any of those kind of people want to get to me, they're going to come straight to me. Nobody vibrate that low except for us. Quit taking these fake pictures. Y'all ain't even real. I'm hoping they starting to expunge y'all and get y'all out of there. Because y'all was angels, but you descended to witches, and now you probably ain't even witches because you got to have a certain high vibration to be a witch. So you probably ain't even a witch at this point. You probably even on demon time. And you probably putting cameras in everybody's house. That's the only reason why you know what you know now. But I tapped you on the shoulder to remind you that you was an angel. And if you would have got rid of that stuff, cleansed yourself, filtered yourself, saved yourself, healed yourself, and healed your inner child, you could have got back to your angel self. I didn't give you an opportunity to be with me because I don't want you. I gave you an opportunity to save your soul. You sitting over there laughing at an angel like you retarded or something. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I know y'all hate that word, but what word are you going to use? Because you don't like none of them. But anyway, so now we get the point that I just made. You can't reposition. These programs, we all are programmed. Back in the days, if a person was married and they went and cheated with a program, they left that program in that position. They didn't bring that program to this position. You can't reposition programs. Y'all women say, you saving our life. I ain't saving your life if you done got to the point where you got to go to work. You have to work now. You done got so lazy. You want to reposition people so you can get paid. You can't do that. Because it ain't about sex. It's about money and security in the end. You want this person's security and you want this person's sex. You want the ice cream and the cake too. That's it. Now go fix us. We can't worry about the other nationality. They doing great. Look at Dubai. They doing awesome. They got businesses. We need other nationality to create a business so we can work in it. And then we want to complain to the White House. Complain because we ain't got no money. Well, how long do they gave us food stamps? They gave us free food, free money too. Sometimes they keep giving us. How much they got to give us before we realize we got to invest in our own something? We can't invest in nothing though because you got to get hooked up to this pipeline. But we can't get hooked up to this pipeline because we keep sacrificing ourselves. And they got us under scope to see us sacrificing ourselves. Yeah, because it's called a dish molecule. It's called a camera molecule, a dish molecule that everybody can see except for yourself. You keep thinking things a joke. Ain't nothing no joke. Why you think when you think you're going to creep over here, somebody know? You ain't paranoid. It's the truth. Your conscience, your intuition telling you. That's your intuition. That's your discerning spirit. It's the truth. You went over here and snuck with Jody. You went over here and smoked a rock, and you know ain't nobody supposed to know. You done put it together to the point where you know ain't nobody supposed to know. You done got you a blueprint where you know ain't nobody supposed to know, but somehow riding down the road, you see people, and it ain't the crack, because you ain't smoked the crack yet. You got it in your pocket, and you notice that everybody know this molecule. They know. It's programmed. You being watched regardless. God watching you. Just like it's people that know how to tell you to go sell your soul to Satan and how Satan can help you, them same people know it's a God. That's why they elites and you not. They also elites over there. Elites over here. We elites over there. Elites over here. The problem is the black elites over here wind up in this spot. And I had my job was to come and find out why. And it's because of you twats. You can't do that. Somebody tried that. It was a movie talking about that. I ain't never watched it. It was a season show, one of them street season shows. I can't remember. But a black woman came and talked to her old husband. He was a plug, a huge plug. He was big time. I ain't never watched it. I seen that one video, that one chapter. He was a huge plug, and he was talking junk. She wanted something from him, and he told her he wasn't gonna give it to her, and he told her why he wouldn't give it to her. And she said something about, she said something smart to him. He said something smart to her. She said, well, we know how you make, we know where you make up for that at. You know what I'm saying? So she was basically trying to say she was basically telling him he was an exotic man, but his money made up for it. See what I'm saying? But she knew not to reposition this man. She knew not to take the man that she left him for and position that man there. See, we got to learn from the old generation. That's what I'm trying to tell folks. 1811 when I say that. Y'all embarrass yourselves. Y'all ain't even worth calling women at this point barely a girl. You got to get right, bro. We got to get right as a whole. I told y'all when our women wake up, the men can wake up. God chose me because I got over my sexual desires in my teenage years. I mastered them in my teenage years. So I was pretty much a virgin and celibate most of my life. I didn't deal with people like that. I wouldn't do people. And if I had a girl and she went out there and that's one too many people, and if I knew them and I knew they were nasty people, I would cut them off. And I would just not be with them. So what did I do? I invented. I wasn't trapped here. I worked. I invested my money. Invested my money, and I like to go shopping, and I like to buy nice clothes, and I got tailors and shit like that. I do stuff like that. I do outrage stuff. I took care of myself. I look good. And I enjoyed taking care of myself. I enjoyed looking good. I enjoyed taking out myself. I enjoyed having fun with myself. I had to learn how to love myself, how to truly love myself. That's what I did with my time. And I didn't stress about the fact that if I had somebody else or not. I built up myself. And y'all stole it. My parents, as you can see, you can get with my family and talk about me and hurt me to the core. So obviously, you know I had to work around them just to have something for myself. So that's why I'm going to stay right here and give y'all hell. I ain't worried about working no more for myself. I'm worried about catching y'all that's out there having fun with my stuff and trying to give me hell. I'm going to turn your life a thunder like I said I would. That's what I got. But anyway, what I was saying about all this is every chosen one must got a position to play. And this would be a pretty easy position for me to play because of the fact that I got over sexual desires a long time ago. And in this category and in this situation, it's got to be boundaries broken. And it's got to be things fixed that most men and women can't do it because they fall victim when it comes to sex. And yeah, if it's that kind of mission, yeah, I am the perfect person for the position.